From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent. The sound of Israeli airstrikes in Gaza City yesterday, which killed 2 people. Footage and reporting courtesy of Al Jazeera. The Israeli military heavily bombarded Gaza after issuing evacuation threats for people in 4 different areas. They then reportedly proceeded to bomb those areas. The airstrike sparked a major fire local civil defense crews were still struggling to put out this morning. A separate Israeli strike hit a building in the Zaytun neighborhood southeast of Gaza City, injuring several people, according to a source at Al Ahil Hospital. Israeli airstrikes destroyed homes in the Bureish and Jabalia refugee camps, as well as in the Zaytun and Tal al-Hawa neighborhoods of Gaza City. The Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs is condemning what it describes as a, quote, massacre carried out by Israeli settlers in coordination with occupation forces in the village of Tel, west of Nablus, calling for urgent international intervention to halt settler violence and hold the perpetrators accountable. At least 4 Palestinians were killed and several others wounded, some critically, after settlers stormed the village and opened fire at residents earlier today, the ministry said in a statement. It added that 2 young men were killed by Israeli forces' gunfire in the town of Beit Furik, east of Nablus yesterday, and that their bodies are being withheld by Israeli forces. According to local health authorities, Israel's war on Gaza has killed over 73,300 Palestinians, including more than 1,100 people since the so-called ceasefire took effect in October. On Tuesday, Thamin al-Kitan, a spokesperson for the UN's Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, stated that, quote, the whole of the Gaza Strip is under Israeli occupation. He cited recent attacks, including an Israeli drone strike that killed 7 people outside a grocery store west of the Nuseirat refugee camp, and a teacher injured after reportedly being shot by a bullet fired by Israeli forces while she was working inside a temporary learning space just west of Khan Yunis, as proof that what the organization has described as a genocide continues into the present day. Secretary of State Marco Rubio doubled down on President Donald Trump's threats to Iran yesterday at a press conference from the Association of Southeast Asian Nations gathering of foreign ministers in Manila, Philippines yesterday, in which he failed to deny that the U.S. was willing to intentionally target civilians in the Iran war. Footage and reporting courtesy of the AP.
Do you rule out striking civilian infrastructure?
I think, I saw Arachi, their foreign minister, who the other day say or something about their policies, an eye for an eye. The president's policy is a head for an eye. I mean, honestly, that's what it's going to be. I mean, they will pay a very heavy price for the things they're doing. They're already paying a very heavy price. You guys don't know it because you don't cover it. You're not in Iran. You're not in the street. They don't have a free media. But they're going to continue to pay a very heavy price. So they're probably not ready to do a deal yet, but they will be soon, because the price they're paying is very high, despite their tough talk and their flowery language and their stupid Lego videos.
U.S. Central Command confirmed the 13th consecutive night of airstrikes against Iran, with Iranian media reporting blasts in several cities, including Khorramabad, Jask, Avaz, and Bandar Abbas. The number of wounded from the nearly 2 weeks of renewed U.S. military strikes in Iran has climbed to 645, with 55 people confirmed dead, a spokesperson for Iran's Ministry of Health told the country's Fars news agency. According to a new report from Reuters, Iranian officials flew Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commanders, military advisors, and missile and drone-related equipment into Yemen earlier this month in a move that suggests that Iran's leaders are seeking to strengthen the ability of their Houthi allies to threaten Red Sea shipping. New UK Prime Minister Andy Burnham, in his first week on the job, announced that pubs, clubs, and other live music venues would get a 20% cut in business rates, according to the BBC. The cut, which will go into effect starting in April of next year, will benefit an estimated 32,000 establishments. A September report from The Guardian stated that 1 in 4 late-night venues across the UK have closed since 2020. The Trump administration imposed tariffs of around 10% on goods from more than 80 countries today. According to the New York Times, the tariffs range from 10% to 12.5%, and took effect at 12:01 a.m., replacing a global 10% duty that lapsed at the same time. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines. For the Pacifica Network, I'm Jesse Lent.